Good evening, Trojan fans. If you can hear me, we had some last-minute technical difficulties because I pretty much had to set everything up for 2 hours, and I'm not so knowledgeable at that. But Matthew Columbo's come to the rescue, and we're underway. It's the Piner Prospectors. Piner Prospectors. Can you want to get on the mic, Cooper? Cooper's with me. I hope so. Sound is up and working, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it is. All right. Okay. It's the Piner Prospectors facing our Petaluma Trojans. It's the third game of SCL. The score is 2-0. We're just 1 minute in. And Spalletta into Anderson, who lost it. Now going up strong, he lays it in. The starting five for the Trojans: Stremlau, Spalletta, Peretti, Potts, and Anderson. Trojans are 1-1 in SCL play. It's their first home game. The Prospectors 0-2, but they have a good team. They fell just short to Healdsburg on Thursday night and also lost in a close battle to a good Sonoma Valley Dragons team. The Trojans, as this ball is great play by Peretti to dive on the floor and get a jump ball. That was an impressive play. Cooper.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, anytime.
Cooper's a little busy right now, but
No, I'm good.
we are gonna get that camera up top for you up soon. I was saying about our Trojans, Cooper, that they are 1-1 in league play. They fell just short to Healdsburg on Tuesday night in their first. It was very close, falling by 5. They had a big comeback at the end, got it down to 2 points, fell short. But then in a really nice win over El Molito on Thursday, they routed the Lions.
Well,
And this should be a good match against Piner. And it's an important game as that's an and one for number 21 of Piner. We'll get who that is in a minute. Scott Erickson with the lay-in. Very impressive. And we've got one viewer, so thanks for joining us. We are live from Petaluma High School. I'm Griffin Epstein.
And I'm Cooper Woods.
Your mic's sort of falling down. Piner gets the rebound, tipped, and the Trojans get it, and that's going to be a foul on Piner. So, important game for the Trojans for their SCL title hopes. It only gets harder for them. They place league favorite Annalee on the road. That's their next game.
Wow.
So that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
How do we switch, Matthew, so we get onto that camera? Oh, like this, right? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Oh, I need to go on this. Okay. Wait.
There you go.
What? This is delayed? It's not on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, well, okay. All right. Okay. Can you run camera? Get on the other one. We want the other one right now.
Out this one.
So yeah, that is a rough camera view, but we're gonna get set up top very soon for you. Stremlau's jumper is good, and we are tied at 4, just 2 minutes into this game. And we will have sort of your full complement of what you normally expect for a live stream with score. We'll have the score and all that as a offensive foul there on Piner. Trojan ball. That will be up shortly. So no worries.
Up shortly.
Just a few technical difficulties. That is all.
Just
So
a few.
Cooper, we're gonna get through it.
Yeah, we will.
Behind the back, this is Spalletta. Joey Potts, the 6'8" center for the Trojans, head of the side of the backboard. And Piner will pull it down. Tied at 4, low scoring early game here. Piner had a good non-conference schedule, as you can see. They are sharp shooting to start here. They're 6-6 overall. They beat Rancho Cotati, Division II school, twice. Crushed Calistoga, beat Sweet. Just fell just short against San Marin. So they have some nice wins in the non-conference schedule. A little surprised they lost to Sonoma Valley, but this is certainly a talented team and a tough test for the Trojans, who have been up and down. But the highlight, as Peretti gets the steal. What?
I don't know why that's popping up.
Is that your phone?
No.
Someone wants to go to dinner with us. Can't go to dinner. Sorry. Trojans are off the mark, and Piner pulls down the rebound. 6-4 is the score. So, Cooper, could you be aware of when the ball is on this side, the camera is going to be cut off. So if you could switch to that one, so like right now the view is better there. So not being on your phone and doing that instead would be fantastic. Matthews often is trying to get all of our stuff ready for us so we can have our full complement of live stream. We'll promise it's up. 3 ball is off the mark. Anderson pulls down the rebound. And the Trojans trail 6-4. They're trying to get down the court fast. Joey Potts lays it in. That is a great fast break play. We're tied at 6 as we're halfway through. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. The Trojans' highlight had to be one of their very last games. They were at home against Casa Grande. They defeated the Gauchos. That was quite a moment, wasn't it? Was that a 3? So 2. Banked in. But a huge win for the Trojans over Casa. That was their last home game. They have still not lost at home.
Wow.
So that is remarkably impressive stuff as we have a foul here. Foul on Chris Gutierrez on Piner, so it'll be Trojan ball. And they're going to reset the shot clock. Thank you for our 2 viewers for tuning in. Dark and stormy night, but we hope to bring you a little light. Peretti has been playing fantastic ball. He was the leading scorer, but this is an offensive foul on the Trojans. (8-6), Piner leading by 2. 3:30 remaining here. After that Casa game, the Trojans fell just short to NBL favorite Montgomery.
Can you go back to this so
then
I can see?
Oops. We come into your picture here. Using 2 cameras on floor level right now, so that will be a little tricky. Swings it for 3. That's an air ball. And the student section of the Trojans out in full force in their white, even though it's still winter break. Serenades the Prospectors. Stremla at the point, hands off to Potts. Into Anderson, who's been really effective, and he lays it in. And we are up top. Matthew Kalemba has got it up. So can we stay up top? Oh, he's still working on it. Yeah. Matthew Kalemba is still working on our up top thing. So, but we're gonna get that great angle for you. So that's all. That will be all set up for you. So we're tied at 8 here. 2:49.
It was a good angle until.
Looks ready.
Okay.
There you go. So we are up top. We've got it already. That was amazingly fast. Matthew Kalemba is a magician, isn't he, Cooper?
Okay.
Oh, Matthew's still fixing a few things. Anderson nails the old-fashioned 3-point play, and the Trojans retake the lead 9-8 here. Piner swinging it around the key. Oh, beautiful pass inside. Off the glass, it wouldn't go by Johannes. And the Trojans pulled it down. A packed house here. A big storm is coming in. Peretti sinks it, and the foul. Austin Peretti has been on fire, Cooper. He led the Trojans against El Molino. Everything is going down for him right now. He's going to be a big weapon for them.
1 second. I don't know which one. Hello?
Is the top not working? No, go to top.
See it.
Back up top for you.
I do.
So Trojans sink back to back 3-point plays.
What?
And 12-8 is the score. The Trojans lead by 4.
Okay.
Matthew, it'd be nice if we knew the password to your laptop so we could get that little label up.
Now it's Matt calling.
Piner swings it around. They like 3s. They've already hit 1. That's off the mark, and the Trojans pull down the rebound. Joey Potts again. Right now, you feel like the offense has to go through Austin Peretti for the Trojans. He is just absolutely on fire, and they lost Hayden Dennis. Meanwhile, Trey Davis is in for the first time, shows his talent, but can't hit. He just came back for the Trojans on that Tuesday night game, that last Tuesday against Healdsburg, because he was ineligible, transfer from St. Vincent's. But he's going to provide a lot of skill, and once he gets that a little bit of rust off his game, you know, he's going to be a big help for the Trojans as Piner lays it in Gutierrez, and it is 12-10. Just stay on the up top.
Okay.
Peretti takes it. Oh, and then a silly foul by Johannes. Stremlau will inbound it for the Trojans. Back into Peretti, who's so far played the whole game. And not a surprise. Beautiful behind the back. Was it behind the back door pass to Stremlau, but he just couldn't hold on to the basketball. The Trojans have had some beautiful passes so far, and they really look in rhythm on the offensive end. But Piner is clearly going to put up a good fight on the offensive end. Piner again swinging around, the fire, another three. Off the mark, battle for the rebound, over the back fell on the Prospectors. So the Trojans and Piner battling it out so far as we're under a minute here in the first quarter. It's been a high-scoring, entertaining offensive attack. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday night. Peretti probing Stremlau. Clock running down. Now 8 seconds left on the shot clock. The Trojans need to go. Peretti, tried the step back, then off to Anderson, tries to get it up, he does, and Davis pulls it down and they get a foul. Wow, that is great play from the Trojans. They wind the shot clock all the way down and then they're able to get the hard-fought rebounds.
These are perfect.
That is key.
Sorry that they're not the best people.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your mic?
I don't know, it's broken.
It's unfortunate. I think we're getting new ones. We're getting a lot of new equipment coming up, which is really exciting.
Ones are not wireless, but the smaller ones.
Yeah, so a lot of exciting. Davis's first free throw is off the mark. How was your winter break, Cooper?
It was good. It was good. I slept a lot.
I did too.
Yeah.
It was certainly a good time to recuperate, but boy, did both the boys and girls basketball teams did not get a chance to do that. How do you spell league? Clock running down to 6, and here comes the ball right into Cooper's arms. I think, Cooper, you need to join the basketball team.
No, I'm good.
That was a beautiful play, just saved a lot of equipment there.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. Feel free to comment if you have any questions or comments. And another three is hit. The clock running down, and
wow, look at
just
that.
Gonna stop it.
That graph is great.
Yeah, how do I submit this, or is it on there now?
Oh wait.
Is there a save? Because I wrote that in. And so that's gonna be the end of the first quarter. 14-13. A really good high-scoring offensive show so far here from the newly remodeled Petaluma High School gym here on January 7th. Piner hitting a lot of threes, and it's been good so far. Whoa.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Let's head back on us. Could you flip that camera around, Matthew? So we're gonna head back onto us. Here, okay. Head back to here. Okay.
Wow, take a look at
All
that.
right.
They can't see us.
This computer's in the
Never
way.
mind.
I set this up and I didn't know what I was doing.
I'll just be over here.
Oh, you're just gonna be out of the picture? Just get to see my face here. But anyways, the score 14-13. That was a pretty entertaining first quarter, Cooper, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Cooper's mic is broken a little, so might be a little hard to hear him. But gym is really full, and both teams are playing really good basketball so far. Piner's on fire from the three-point line. The Trojans really need to make sure that they get them to drive into the paint. And as we head back onto court,
we look really red.
Matthew, could you get over there? Well, Matthew's still fixing things, so we might be out of your picture for just a moment. But anyways, the Trojans need to get Piner to drive into the paint. But their offense is working out of T, and that's Davis, who
who hits a jumper, and he's looking pretty good to start for the Trojans. Piner will take it up with their point. Scott Erickson, senior. Swings it. There's a pump fake and a drive. And even though he missed the shot, and that's going to be off. No, off of the Trojans, actually. The pump fake and the three-pointers they're making.
Don't we do key and then that?
On those three-point shooters and try to go after them. Sorry, we're a little out of your screen.
There we go.
Piner's shot is off the mark. Tipped and Davis pulls down the rebound, and now they're going to come back into your picture. And look, we've got the score up for you. So we're all getting it set up and ready as this two is off the mark. Matthew, could you do this later so you could run camera? It's hot, you can't see everything right now. See, that's Piner swinging it around, 16 to 13, as you can see in the top left-hand corner. Trojans lead by 3 here in a pivotal league match. SCL league match, I guess. Piner out of Santa Rosa. Clock running down, off balance, and a travel by Brennan Carpenter.
Wow. What a guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn down my gain for a second. Okay. There. I just.
We'll
Okay.
get that camera back up for you. Trey Davis is inbounding it.
Eventually,
Inbounding.
we will.
Brendan O'Neill, who has just entered the game for the Trojans. Peretti's back in, and Galtshaw has entered. Potts remains in. Thank you again so much for joining us. I'm Griffin Epstein.
And I'm Cooper Woods.
We are live at the Petaluma High Basketball game. Joey Potts has shown like 6'8" and what he can do with the rim. He rattled that rim.
He's 6'8".
Yes, he is. Did you
Wow.
just see that, Tom?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, my goodness.
Too bad they didn't get to see that.
No, I'm sorry you didn't get to see that, but Joey Potts did just throw
We're winning
down
by 5. We're
a
leading by
monstrous
5.
Jump done. As Piner swings it around out of your picture. This is a 3. Off the mark. Oh, a clear foul on Piner. They push Devin Gottschall to the ground. Matthews headed over to camera, so don't worry. We're going to get that. Brendan O'Neill's at the three-point line. Gottschall back to O'Neill. As you can see in the right hand of your picture. It was Jimmy Dow who missed that last shot for Piner. And now Trey Davis. Little pick and roll. Didn't develop much. Off to Peretti, who's now out of your picture. Peretti holding it. He's going to walk back into your picture. To Gottschall. Gottschall hands it off to Davis. Davis, little touch pass to Gottschall. Gottschall goes up. He is fouled. And Devin Gottschall will have 2 at the line. Those dunks by Joey Potts, Cooper, they just really seem to energize the crowd.
Very
Trojans
energized.
really play well after that, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They really
It's really
do.
a key, and there's Joey Potts is, I think, the only player in all
My
SCL.
mic keeps falling, so sorry if my audio keeps sounding like that.
As Gottschall misses the first free throw. He's the only player in SCL that can dunk, so he's really a game changer. Besides all of the other great stuff he does,
Yeah.
he's a rebounding force. He's offensively, a lot of things go awesome. Second free throw for Gottschall is good. Sorry, he did make the first. The Trojans have their biggest lead of the game, 20 to 13, 5:31. It's a whiteout, as you can see, for the Trojan student section. Matthew,
You can only be
where did Matthew go now? I don't know. Oh, there you go. Matthew is back, and we will be getting his excellent camera work. Little pump fake and the lay-in by Scott Erickson. That was pretty nice. This is clearly a talented offensive team. The Piner Prospectors and the Trojans are just going to have to keep this great offensive production up. But they really have the keys with Peretti, sharp shooter, pops the force inside, and Trey Davis, the new acquisition. Beautiful pass into Potts. He lays it in. These passes have been sweet for the Trojans so far.
Yeah,
Cooper.
yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Foster swings it around to Stewart, and we have a whistle. And
Now it's a
for
timeout.
Piner. So let's head back onto us. Oh, and the camera's working now.
We look so red.
We're not that red. It's actually not sunny. It's like pouring rain outside, and we're not going to be able to get it.
It's like oversaturated.
Yeah, but anyways, Cooper, this is a really entertaining game so far. I'm enjoying it, right?
Really, really
And
entertaining.
it's great to see. We have packed stands, lots of parents, lots of students, even over winter break. So,
Even us
yeah.
being here on winter
I've
break.
been here since 4 o'clock.
Keep that in mind.
4 o'clock.
Winter break.
How long is a bit? Where is that coming from?
Somebody's getting text messages
know.
or something.
Someone's text messages have attached to our computer.
Yeah, because
Let's
they
head
have an
back on the
apple.
court. 22:15. Thank you to all 5 of our viewers again.
5 viewers. Hot
Comment,
dang.
like, subscribe. Now this was amazing. During the Costa game, Cooper, I know you weren't here. We got up to 25 viewers.
25.
Yeah, and we were having comments nonstop as we have a foul on the Trojans, and it was fantastic. Oh, could you wake up that computer?
Yeah.
The scoreboard has camera has fallen to sleep, and you're getting some great camera products on your left. Those are not sponsored by us. There you go. So 22-15, under 4:30 remaining here in the first half, and the Trojans lead by 7 over the Prospectors. Swing it around the key. Erickson all the way to the rack, couldn't finish. He's the star, and then an aggressive play with Potts and Erickson.
And don't worry, if you're missing us, we're coming back with daily announcements in 2 days.
Oh boy, that's
2
gonna be
days,
exciting.
because we have Monday off for Staff Employment Day, I believe.
They've ruled a foul on Joey Potts, and Scott Bears and everybody else is in a little bit of disbelief right now. Spin around, one-handed shot is no good by Foster, but Piner pulls down the rebound again. And then a pump fake, and that is off the mark by Herman. And the Trojans will look to run. Peretti almost lost it, a little out of control. He calms down now, 22-15, whistle, and a timeout by the Trojans. You just feel a little bit out of control right now.
I broke my ankle yesterday and it still hurts.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if I should do
what were
anything.
you saying about the daily morning announcements, Cooper?
They're coming back in 2 days, but we don't have school on Monday
Right. So
because it's
Tuesday.
Staff Employment Day. And then next week we also have that Monday off because of Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
So,
A lot of days off. But
you'll still get your
it's
new
gonna,
daily
I've heard
notes.
we've got some new equipment. Do you know about this, Cooper?
Yes, I do actually.
Yeah. Go. Please tell our viewers about that.
It's just a whole bunch of stuff that we got from the wonderful grant, which
gotta-
we are very
gotta-
thankful for.
So,
for
did you
this.
hear about the TriCaster? This is pretty cool.
No.
So we have our TriCasters are normally a computer screen
That makes me-
where the TriCaster is and the camera's right above it.
Yeah.
But now we have the TriCaster is actually going to be on that computer screen as we head back onto court.
Oh,
so
wow,
that
look
is
at the
going to
court.
be pretty fantastic, a lot easier, and it's just going to improve our broadcast. I know we're getting some new mobile stuff, a lot of new stuff. It's going to be great, Cooper, isn't it?
It's gonna be great for us, for sure.
Absolutely, really.
And
gonna
we're
improve
very-
that broadcast. And it's going to improve this broadcast too.
We're very thankful for all the
Yes,
equipment.
thank you to the grants so much. Stremlau lines up a 3. No good. Good, running down by Peretti, who fires. Oh, he finally missed the shot. I didn't think that was possible. Home run pass that. Peretti intercepts it. Oh, it's down there.
Makes me very nervous when the basketball gets close to the equipment.
What a play by Austin Peretti, and then that is looked to be stolen away, but a foul. Austin Peretti has improved so much since I've seen him last at that huge Casa win here. He is just playing amazing ball.
Amazing.
3-pointers, point guard. He's really, Benny Spoleto was the starting point, but
What
Austin
time is it?
Peretti has taken over and done a fantastic job. Thank you to all 4 of our viewers. Don't forget to like,
Dang.
subscribe to Trojan
And
Live.
go on our other videos and leave
Watch everything.
comments.
Yeah, and or leave comments now.
And like those videos too.
Yeah, so we have all sorts of all the home basketball games except for one. We missed one game.
Yeah.
Are on there, and we have almost all the football games on there.
Wait,
home
we missed a
games.
home game?
We missed one home boys basketball game. We missed, but they blew at San Rafael, so it's okay. Peretti splits the 3 throws, and the Trojans lead by 8. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half in front of a packed gym. Piner swings it around. Great ball movement. Brennan Carpenter. 3 ball by who is that? That's off the mark. That was Jake Foster. And the Trojans defense is starting to quiet the Piner offense. Beautiful pass to Potts, up and under. He couldn't hit. But that was just another superb pass by Peretti. Looked great. To all of our viewers, just make sure to encourage your family and friends to tune in and watch. And Petaluma High School completely student-run broadcast. We bring you almost all of the
Does it
these
smell like
basketball games
something's
together.
burning?
Smells like hamburgers cooking. Team moms are and dads are cooking up some great food for viewers. Another air ball by Piner.
So yes,
Offense is
something
really
burning.
slowing. We approach the 2-minute mark, and the Trojan offense doesn't have to be. There's such command. They've been methodical, just waiting for the right lanes. Plays have been opening up. It's really pretty basketball. Gottschall to the rack off the mark. Good contest by Piner. Rebound was pulled down by Gutierrez. Erickson again, he's the Piner star, and just like we've seen the offense for the Trojans always runs through Potts, runs through Erickson for Piner. Piner trying to slow it down, but there's just not a lot of ball movement right now for them. Trojan zone defense, great. Potts, the good contest, is off the mark. And then it's stolen again by Piner. That was Bargan, and now Piner calls timeout. Hello. All right, so 23-15 is the score. 126, we're live, by the way. Let's talk about the girls basketball team, Cooper, because we've been to some of their games, and they haven't been pretty. You would admit
No.
that? Well,
no.
it's all turning around for them.
Yeah.
They got Jaden Chris back, who was injured, and she has been a huge production. They're now experienced. They know what they're doing, and we head back onto court.
Yeah.
They are now 5-10 on the season. They won 2 out of 3 games last week at the prestigious West Coast Jamboree, including a huge win over a really good Los Baños team. They just crushed another team today, and they won their first league game last night against El Molino.
Wow.
So they're
Go
playing,
them.
They're
Go
playing
them.
really good ball right now.
They're
And,
getting
I think they
better.
have a chance to win SCL.
Yeah.
They're really improving.
For sure.
Piner in, that was a travel. No, they're called jump ball actually. I saw 4 steps, but arrow points towards the Trojans. So Trojan ball, 1:13 remaining here in the second quarter. Trojans have O'Neal, Stremlau, Anderson, Gottschall, and Trey Davis, who's getting a lot of playing time in. Trojans have been undefeated at home. The student section, all these fans, have not let the Trojans lose here. Their road
No, and we're
record
not
is-
losing right now, so
their
I think
road record is
we're
another
good.
story. Stremlau, 3-ball, yes sir! And the Trojans extended double-digit lead, 26-15. And while the Piner offense has suffered, the Trojan offense is still just taking flight. 11-point lead. Piner needs to get something going to hang with the Trojans right now. It's just not happening. And that was tipped and intercepted by Davis. There is a 1-second differential between game clock and shot clock, but Stremlau couldn't hold on to that basketball.
I don't know why I'm so
Piner's
tired.
got the
I've
ball.
literally been getting 11 hours of sleep for the past 5 days.
You probably got 10 hours today, so that was
I don't know why I'm so
you
tired
couldn't handle
though.
that. So shot clock turned off, so this should be the final possession as Foster brings it up for the Prospectors. Trojans offense has been fantastic, and after the Piner put up 12 points in that first quarter, the zone defense for the Trojans has shut down the sharpshooting Prospectors. They're just holding the ball. Clock's down to 7. They get it to Stewart, and he turns it over.
With 3.2 seconds remaining until halftime.
Yes, sir. So the Trojans might have a chance to get the last bucket. They get into Davis. Back to Stremlau from half court. Way off the mark. So
He was close.
we are at halftime. The score is 26-15. The Trojans lead by 11. A fantastic second quarter by the Trojans. They have to be very proud of what they did there, because that was an impressive quarter against a good Prospectors team.
Yeah.
And so 11-point lead as they head to halftime, and the Trojans just need to keep on doing what they do best on the defensive end. Matthew, could we get your computer on so we can get the thirds up? What? The thirds.
Okay, give me a second.
All right, that's fine. And on offensive end, the Trojans have looked really good. They're just a lot of cutting. They're very patient. they're finding the right pass, and then they're getting very high percentage shots to get the scores. Loud music's now on.
Is this necessary?
No copyright this, please. So if the Trojans can do the same thing on the offense and continue to shut down the Prospectors on defense, which is no given, they have a chance to really pull away for a nice victory here. And let's take a look at the Trojans' upcoming schedule presented by Trojan Live.
Hopefully they can hear you.
I don't know. I'll bring it a little closer if you can't hear me. So the Trojans on the 10th, that would be Tuesday?
What?
The 10th Tuesday, yeah. The 10th is
They keep on turning it up and
I know.
down.
The 10th is Tuesday. I'm having to yell. It's really loud. They're going to face the Sonoma Valley
No,
Dragons.
keep it up
who
so
beat
then they can
these
hear 'em.
Prospectors, excuse me. So that's not going to be a tough match. Then they're back home. It's going to be a huge game against Annalee on Tuesday. We are going to be live streaming that. That's going to be the 17th, right after MLK Day. And that might be the deciding game. The Trojans need a victory at home when they're facing Annalee if they want an SCL title, especially already with one loss to Healdsburg. After that, they're again home against LC Allen on the 19th, and then Healdsburg 25th, Elmo on the 27th, and then they'll hit the road as they head into February. But so the Trojans, after they get through, besides Annalee, it feels like a very favorable schedule coming up. They're going to have to beat Healdsburg when they have them at home. But if they can play so much better here at home than they do on the road, they have a very good chance of great things to come.
Very, very great things.
And if the Trojans they're just offensively looking fluid, really good, and now they're shutting down the Piner Prospectors defensive end. Seemed very good, and I think a big reason for their success had to be that huge Casa Grande game. As you can see, Matthew Colombo fixing up a few things now. 3 watching. Let's see, what was I saying? Oh, Casa game. Oh, fantastic. We got the thirds up. We're really upset now. We got
Makes me nervous every time.
Normal broadcast. I trust them.
Wait.
So anyways, that Casa game, the Trojans blew out a Gauchos team they lost to earlier in the Brett Callahan tournament. That had to really turn things around. They were so confident. It was such an exciting game. Bye, Matthew.
Where you go? Okay.
So that was a really thrilling game to beat Casa. We had so many viewers turn in for that game. So that shows the power of our broadcast and the power of a home court advantage.
And how great we are.
As they beat the crosstown rival Gauchos. Very impressive stuff for the Trojans. So what do you do over winter break, Cooper? Is we'll have a little small talk here.
What did I do? I slept a lot and I hang.
A what? You hung?
I hung out with a lot of friends.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Winter break is certainly a time for rest here at Petaluma High. We got a lot
Especially if you take 0 hour.
Especially a lot of hard classes. We just had finals. You know, it's time to rest. We got a really nice banner up there. I don't know if we can show it later. They put up with the entire Varsity boys basketball team all standing there, and it's just really nice looking, isn't it?
Very, very good addition
Yeah.
to our wonderful gym.
So the gym is just packed with people. All the purple stands, newly remodeled. It's really fantastic, isn't it?
Very, very
I'm gonna lose
fantastic.
my voice over the loud music.
Yeah.
The speakers are maybe too good.
Yeah, too good. But how about you? What did you do over break?
I had a nice vacation down to Central California.
Oh, that's good.
That was nice. And I passed my driving test.
Oh, you did. Good
Yeah.
job. So you can drive.
That was the excitement of my break. And I was also very excited to see how well our basketball team is doing over break. Just a few other sports updates. Our wrestling team opened up league play on Wednesday against Sonoma, and they had a thrilling win. They won by 1 point.
1 point.
1 point in wrestling. I don't know exactly how the score system works, but they were able to get enough victories in each weight class to open up with a victory, and they have hopes of an SCL title too. We already talked about our girls basketball team. Our varsity boys soccer team is also in action, first time in winter. It's been rough for them though, because it's been raining so much. However, they routed El Molino on Thursday. I've heard their home games will not be at Steve Allison Field because the field is pretty much a mud bath.
Yeah, I think they're adding turf to
They
it.
will be, yeah, but it's a mud bath at the moment.
Yes.
So the Trojans will be playing their home games over at the East Washington Field. And so that will be where you want to go if you want to see our really good Varsity boys soccer team, who has good hopes for a really successful season.
I want to get Sour Patch
Kids.
Kids.
What?
I want to get Sour Patch Kids.
You want to go? I can hold
Okay,
on.
okay, cool.
Cooper's going to get something.
I'm gonna be right back, guys. It's all good. It's good.
Since 4 o'clock. Exhausted, but anyways, I'm Griffin Epstein. That's Cooper Woods. Matthew Columba is our producer, and he's been able to. He's been here since 4 o'clock, but he had to leave briefly. So that was just a little technical problem briefly, but we've got everything up now, so it's fantastic stuff. And Matthew's been helping with the camera and everything else. This is a student-run broadcast. Once again, we've got up to 5 viewers, so thank you for tuning in. I don't know. It's supposed to have a massive storm here in Petaluma coming in, non-stop rain and flooding, and packed crowd if people want to maybe get out for the last time before they take shelter. Back to the basketball game. We have 3 minutes remaining in the halftime. Thank you so much for joining us. Stick right with us. We're going to get back to the game as soon as it starts up. The Trojans, just a quick season recap for you if you've missed some of our early games. And don't forget all of those games, all the home games, and we will have a few road games that I had a privilege to attend. Those will be up on our YouTube channel to watch in their entirety. They opened up with a nice road win against Napa, home win against San Rafael. Then they went to the prestigious Rose City tournament, fell just short to sort of a rival, Redwood. Crushed SCL tournament, LC fell short to San Moran. That was a rough stress there. They had a lot of injuries. They're much more healthy now. They beat Nevada. We were there for that game. Then at the Brett Callahan tournament, a little bit rough. They fell just short to Montgomery, but Monty, a really good team. They really played well. And then crushed by Maremont, but they are a powerhouse. And then they fell just short to Casa in a thrilling game at the Brett Callahan tournament. But then it was, could they come back and turn it around at home? And we had just a packed gym, and everybody in Petaluma felt like was here. What a spirited game it was. And the Trojans got the victory. That was 53-35. They totally pulled away in the second half for a really comfortable victory. And the Trojan players and everybody was so excited. And Bears, we've got an interview with a whole bunch of players. Skipper joins me. That really
Now watch me walk in.
Everybody told me that was going to really propel the Trojan season to get a victory over the rival. College Travel told me how important as a senior it was. They had to beat rival Costa. They had to, and they did. And then they had a little break. And as we mentioned, they'll just short to Healdsburg. That was a rainy night too. Big comeback, but couldn't come back. Healdsburg's got a good squad this year, and them and Annalee will challenge the Trojans, and then race past an El Molino team that is not supposed to challenge in league play. So we're gonna head back onto court. Matthew will be there in a second. Just a second.
Okay.
Head back on the court. All 6 viewers, don't forget you can comment in the comment section. And I had a really great conversation with some of our viewers a little bit ago,
great.
last stream ago about what we were doing, and just chatting, and it was a lot of fun. So feel free to chat with us.
1 second.
We're both friendly people. So back to court. Are you running? Cooper, you want to run camera right now? I don't know where Matt is. Is that okay? Can you? So Piner is swinging the ball around. They've been open 3. It's off the mark. It's tipped, and Trojans pull it down. They're going to come back. Can you run camera right now? Yeah. And then when Matt comes in, come back. So Cooper's going to go over run camera. Matt magically disappeared, as he often does. Mysterious man. Top of the key, hands it off to Peretti. He's going to come into your screen to Anderson. Potts wanted, strings it to Stremlau in the corner, who drives in. Stremlau pulls up, little dirt kick, pulls down his own rebound. Back to Spoleto, who's not much of a shooter, but he fires a three anyways. It's off the mark, and the Prospectors pull down the rebound. And now a foul on the other end, it won't go, but Piner has 2 shots at the line. Cooper is getting up there, and there you go. We've got the camera going again. Scott Erickson with the shot and the foul on Benny Spoleto. He did start, but it's really looking like they want to go with Austin Peretti, who's just playing really good ball. That would be a hope maybe to grab an interview after the game. We got a lot of great interviews after the Costa game, and we're hoping for some more here. And that is sunk. Sorry for the bottom thirds. It is a little off. We are not playing Novato. Whoops. We will fix that in just a moment for you. Oh, no. Oh, what have I done? All right. Just going to leave it like that. Stremlau leaves it in. Puts it in now. My tongue is getting twisted up. Already losing my voice in excitement. The lead is 11 for the Trojans. Erickson muscling his way in. Lost it and just lost it. Trojan ball. So 28-17 the score. We have 6:40 remaining here in the third quarter. The Trojans came out strong in that second quarter. Gain a sizable lead. Peretti all the way to the rack. Little floater goes. And the lead is 30-17. Peretti just keeps on getting it done on the offensive end. Boy, what a player he has come into. He is a weapon for the Trojans. Erickson back to Foster. And then Spoleto thought he got a steal, but they're going to call foul on Spoleto, his second. And that's the second on the Trojans. Neither team, fouls have not been an issue so far. Neither team has gotten into the bonus. So that hasn't been a problem. Piner will inbound it. Trojan's size is better than Piner, and that's clearly a problem. They really have struggles inside as Potts alters that shot and then pulled down the rebound. You just saw why. Foster couldn't get it over the size, 6'8" hands of Potts. Now this is taken away by Gutierrez. Oh, can't sink the layup. Good contest by Anderson. And then double team Spoleto. Now they're going to call timeout. 30-second timeout is called. 5:50 remaining here in the third. Once again, I am Griffin Epstein, here live from the Petaluma High School gym. Cooper Woods is running camera right now, and he'll join me once Matthew gets back. Trojans lead 30-17. It was a tight first quarter, back and forth. Trojans just pulled ahead, were just leading by 3 at the end of the first. But in the second quarter, the Trojans defensively, their size was too big, and when the Piner threes didn't fall and they started running them off the three-point line, that caused a lot of problems for Piner, who couldn't hit shots. They only scored 4 points, did Piner, in that second quarter, and the Trojans are continuing to pull away as they offensively cutting, and just all that has been superb. Trey Davis enters the game again for the Trojans. Directing traffic, you can see all the Trojan players communicating clearly on what they want to do. And it's really impressive. Potts tries to get it to Anderson, but he's doubled up. And going the other way is Foster, but they're going to call off his Foster's knee and Trojan ball. Can't believe it. Piner's been a little sloppy with the ball, unfortunately. Unfortunately for the Prospectors. The Trojans have only benefited if they've helped the tight defense. Only helped Davis. Off to Peretti, who's again entered the game. Potts slides up a three. He can make those. He can really do it all. That's off the mark. Good battle for the rebound. The Trojans can't pull it down, however. Erickson the other way. Anderson has a nice contest, but they are going to call foul. Oh, no. I am just going to fix the scoreboard for 1 second. I'll be back. Piner hits his first free throw. 30-18, 5:05 remaining here in the third. 4 viewers, thank you very much again for tuning in. Our next live stream will be actually a girls' game. It's going to be a good one. We're facing Sonoma Valley next Friday. Peretti pulls up, little floater, got the bounce. Austin Peretti just seems like everything's going down, and the lead for the Trojans just slowly expanding out. Erickson to Foster, and then that pass is trying to go inside, and Stremlau the other way. Oh, what a finish! Up and under, avoided the hands of the Prospectors, and then a beautiful lay-in. And the biggest lead of the game for the Trojans, it's now up to 15. 34-19. The Trojans certainly playing one of their most complete games of the year right now. 3 ball is off the mark by Bargan, and a battle for the rebound. Foster pulls it down, gives it to Bargan, who lays it in. That was well done by Piner there. Need to try to get points wherever they can. What? A lot of money. Had a young fan ask how much all of our equipment it costs, and thanks to some grants by PEF, we have been able to get all this good stuff. Stremlau crosses over to the Peretti, who goes up and under, pass up to Davis, who lays it in at the foul. What a play. Unselfish by Peretti. He could have probably laid that in himself, but Davis had the better opportunity, and he was able to finish, and they get the foul. A strong move from Trey Davis, who clearly, even though he hasn't been playing, has been working out of the weight room and practicing. His free throw is off the mark. Under 3:40 remaining in the third. The Trojans again lead by 15. Erickson. Piner tries to swing it around. They hit like 4 3-pointers in the first quarter, but they've been unable to get back. Pull-up Jay is off the mark, and Anderson pulls it down. Piner sort of a loose press. They didn't get what time they got a free possession out of that, but largely Trojans have largely been very smart with the ball. Very few turnovers. Great move from Davis. Couldn't finish, and then Cox couldn't pull down the rebound. And Stremlau, the senior, sort of the heartbeat of the Trojans, will take a seat. Piner calls a 30-second timeout. 3:10 remaining here. Full timeout, my bad. Remaining here in the third quarter. And the Trojans just continue to slowly pull away. They've been really unselfish on the offensive end. They've been communicating. Defensively, they're communicating too. The zone defense is not easy to run, as any youth coach would know. But the Trojans understand their roles. They're not, doing too much to play hero, as some people call it. And instead, they've played great team defense, and Piner was able to solve it for 1 quarter. But once the Trojans really realized Piner's game plan of firing up threes, the Trojans ran them off the line. The Trojan size is too big for Piner. They can't handle inside, and now they're caused turnovers and frustration for Piner, and they have 21 points after Piner was able to put up 14, I believe, in that first quarter. So I think defense is the key, and that's helped lead to a lot of good offense too for the Trojans. O'Neal sort of applying the light press to Erickson. Laser pass in to Berrigan, who lays it in the foul. That did not work, that light press to the Trojans. I don't expect that to be trying again. Erickson showed out why he was an all-SCL player last year. What a laser pass. Berrigan trying to hit the old-fashioned three-point play. Just keep Piner hanging around here. Shot to come back. They're already 0-2 in league play. 0-3 would really cripple their chances of a productive SCL season. That 3 is in and out after the Trojans got an offensive rebound. O'Neal pulls it down. Light press by Piner, but they break it. Davis tried to get it to Potts, and instead almost took out a cameraman. And the scoreboard has gone to sleep again. We'll get that up in a moment. 36-23 remaining. 2:30 left to go here as Piner is able to get it inside, but there's just not productive shots out there. I'm just going to fix the scoreboard. I'll be right back. Sorry for the sound difficulties. That was a 3 by Piner, and they've got it back to 10. Anderson, can he answer? No, he can't. And a good rebound pulled down by Piner, who's just getting a little bit of momentum right now. Erickson behind the back. Fancy moves, really sort of out of control, but they're going to call a foul on the Trojans nonetheless. Thank you so much for Cooper Woods for running, my mic's falling down, running the camera as Matthew is disappeared right now. Piner swinging around. Oh, beautiful pass inside, but Potts just causes all sorts of problems in there. Try to get overly aggressive, and Piner turns the ball over once again. Those are really mounting up for them. 10-point lead for the Trojans. O'Neal with a point and a light press again by Piner. Sort of trying to play into Potts, and he lays it in. It was trying to double team and sort of ruin those passing lanes and those nice cutting and plays, but the Trojans are too experienced now at this point in the season and too good to let that rattle them. They're just going to run their set. Nice passing. Open 3 is off the mark, but a little finish wouldn't either go, and then the Trojans get the rebound. It was San Ramon who couldn't finish, and now the Trojans the other way. Potts for 3. Yes, sir! Joey Potts can do it all. He can dunk it, and he can hit from downtown. So many versatile players on the Trojans. Feels like all 5 of them right now on the court could play all 5 positions. Davis almost stealing it. Instead, they're going to call a foul on him. Trojans again extended that lead out to 15. 59 seconds remain here in the third quarter. And Davis will come out. He is really a clear spark for the Trojans. He's certainly taken some playing time away from people like Justin Wolbert and Benny Spalletta, but he has a lot of help. And Winter Ellis will enter the game for the first time for the Trojans. Oh, a clear travel, and Jimmy Dowell shuffled his feet. 12-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Has to be exhausting for the Trojans. They played 3 league games, pivotal games, in just a short amount of days, but they've been able to clearly stay fresh. Anderson, nice move, couldn't finish, but Streblau on the board seemed like he had it, then it was taken away by San Ramon, and then Erickson goes the other way. And then Potts plays good defense, but there was no one to box out San Ramon. Berrigan has really been a nice force for the Prospectors, causing a lot of problems. Shot clock is turned off with 10 seconds remain here in the third. Whitaker Ellis as the clock's down to 6. Driving in, off to Anderson. That was blocked, and Piner's gonna get it, and that will be the end of the third quarter. 41-28. The Trojans lead by 13, and I think that was very similar to the halftime score. So it was an interesting quarter there. The Trojans look like they might be able to pull away at the very beginning, hit some shots, but Piner showed some resolve and was able to sort of play some more aggressive D. That gave the Trojans a few problems, and offensively for Piner, they were able to break the Trojan zone D a few times. And so they're still in this game. The Trojans need to make sure to come out very strong to start here and set the Prospectors to bed and make sure they're not going to come in to this Trojan house where the Trojans have been dominant with a victory. Eight minutes each quarter here. So the Trojans looked ahead to 2-1 in league play. This would be a really nice big victory for them after the tough opening loss. They sit right in the middle right now in the SCL standings at 1-1. Sonoma Valley Hillsburg and Annaleo undefeated. Stremlau to O'Neill's. The Trojans patiently swing around. Stremlau fires a three. It's off the mark. And the Prospectors starting to shut down the board so the Trojans can't get second chances. They're really deadly, the Trojans' offensive attack, when they get those second chances. Trojans will be facing two of those undefeated teams next, as I mentioned, Sonoma Valley, and that's blocked by Potts. Face Sonoma Valley on the 10th and Italy on the 17th. Those are their next two games. And then a foul on Piner as Stremlau went in, and Foster called for the foul. He's not happy about it. Third team fouls, you can see sixth on the Trojans, so one more foul and Piner will be in the bonus. No team's been able to make him the bonus. Hasn't been that physical of a ball game. It's the way the Trojans like it. Stremlau fires up another three. That's off the mark. He has tried a lot tonight, and then not a good foul there on Stremlau. And that will put the Piner in the bonus, so Erickson will get a 1-1. Whitaker Ellis will exit, and Austin Peretti, who has been fantastic, is back in the game. He has been the leader for the Trojans. Really 3 straight games. He led the comeback against Healdsburg to give them a chance in that ball game as Erickson hits the first of the 1-1, and then was the leading scorer with 19 as Davis enters for Stremlau in that ball game. So it's really been Austin Peretti, Trey Davis coming in. That feels like the Trojans can definitely compete for a league title. That's off the mark by Erickson. Piner pulls down the rebound. Erickson, little floater goes. And a sparse Piner crowd claps. And then a timeout out Piner. Coach for Piner just feeling happy. He has to feel the Piner coach. That would be Mike Erickson. That must be the son then. Scott Erickson, the star, so that must be his father. That's always a interesting duo to have father and son coaching. There's certainly varying results, but it looks like Piner has been successful with that. So the Trojans lead by 10. They haven't really been able to pull away so far from Piner, and it feels like Piner has a tiny bit of momentum right now. So the Trojans just need to keep on doing their zone defense, what they do best, and their offense has been great all game. So, and would be interested with Davis in, Peretti in, you have Anderson, a lot of good shooters for the Trojans. Can make it from anywhere. That's really hard for Piner defense to know who you're going to guard. Piner with the press, but the Trojans break it with ease, but then Anderson's pass is intercepted. So really the press did lead to a turnover, even though the Trojans got it into the front court. Foster plays point, but back to Erickson. Swings it. Oh, that's a great play from Trey Davis, getting up in the passing lane of Johannes' pass and causing another turnover. That's not Piner's fault. That's all Trey Davis making an effort play. And you know, Coach Scott Bears for the Trojans loves to see that. Handoff to O'Neill, who spins and sinks it. Great play for Brendan O'Neill. He's had a quiet evening. He's had some big games in the past. And now a whistle and a foul on the looks to be a foul on the Trojans. Once again, I'm Griffin Epstein. This is Trojan Live, a student-run broadcast. We are live here at the Petaluma High School gym as our Petaluma Trojans Varsity Boys basketball game is battling the Piner Prospectors Varsity Boys basketball team in their home opener of SCL play here on January 7th. It's a stormy, rainy day outside, so all the Trojan fans have come inside as there's another foul, looks like. And the ref's going to head over to the score. I think there's some confusion on how many fouls on the team and who has how many fouls. So that confusion's been cleared up. Score 43 Trojans, 31 Prospectors. Prospectors 0-2 at SCL. Trojans 1-1. They need a win to move back in the upper echelon of what should be a competitive Sonoma County League this year with no clear champion. 3-ball is off the mark by Dos Santos, and that is Johannes, and the Trojans pull down the rebound, lead by 12 as we approach the halfway mark. Davis to O'Neal, goes up strong and a foul, but they are going to call it a shooting foul. So only 4 fouls though on the Prospectors. Nope, they're not going to call a shooting foul. Only 4 fouls, so the Trojans still need 3 more to even get into the bonus. Gottschall putt faked, but instead he'll hand it off to Peretti, who hasn't taken a shot in this second half, but he's still been really a leader on the court after he was really on fire in the first half, coming off his first 2 early games. You can see the white behind the court. That is the Petaluma High student section. They've come in full force and full throat tonight to help lead the Trojans defend their home court. Is Peretti's little floater. He heard me, it wasn't scoring enough, and answered. Just beautiful. And the student section has been a great help for the Trojans, and one reason why they're undefeated. The fans tune out, fans of the community, parents, they all come out to watch these Trojans, and they've given them all their full-throated support. 3-ball is off the mark by Bargain. And then tipped around, and they're going to say Piner ball. Stremna will enter for O'Neal, so almost his starting lineup back in. Trojans try to close it out. They lead by 14 here. 3-ball by Foster is good. So Piner tried to get back to that three-point barrage they had in the first quarter. 4 3-pointers. Davis gets it to Peretti, who lines one up. It's off the mark. Oh, he felt good about that one, but running the other way, that great contest. O'Neal, I think, tipped that. And the Trojans get it right back. Gottschall fires up a 3. It's good! And that might be close to sending the Prospectors home tonight. Timeout by Scott Erickson. This place is noisy and loud. The Trojans pulling away 48-34, 4:03 remaining here from the Petaluma High School gym. We've had as many as 6 viewers join us tonight, so thank you to everybody once again that's tuned in for another fantastic broadcast. Don't forget, our next broadcast is, pulling that up for you, it's going to be the girls team. So the girls team defeated Patton Academy today in the New Year's shootout over at Pittsburgh. That'd be Pittsburgh, California, not Pennsylvania. And they're going to face Annalee, who's the league favorites. That's going to be a huge game on the 11th, so that will be Thursday. And then they're going to be at home Friday night against Sonoma Valley, 7:30. Good Dragons team. So please make sure to tune in to that one, as that's going to be a lot of fun as we're halfway through this 4th quarter. So, and then hopefully we'll be able to live stream the very next game for the girls team. They're gonna have a short non-conference stay. They're gonna face Montgomery, who's the solid squad of the MDL on MLK Day. So we will hope to bring that game to you too. So make sure to tune into those games. As another 3 is hit by Piner. It's Bregan again, who's been really hurt the Trojans. Davis, long pass to Potts, who's fouled. What a play. That was good press that time by the Prospectors, but Trey Davis has really impressed. Been highly impressed. And then check in for all the other live stream dates. We'll be live streaming the vast majority of games. Not necessarily all the home games, but we will certainly try most of them as Potts hits. Piner, meanwhile, their schedule only gets worse. They have a home game against Annalee next, so they have a rough stay for them. But the Trojans' schedule after it seems relatively favorable. Besides Annalee at home on the 17th, and that's going to be game of the season for the Trojans. They lead by 13. Erickson, nice right-handed layup. He is a clear talent. Piner again presses, but the Trojans are really experienced with that. They faced a lot of teams who have pressed earlier in the season. It's not even a challenge these days. Peretti lines up another three, and he's hit that. You leave him open, there's a good chance he's gonna head it the way Austin Peretti is shooting these days. He is just on another planet. He has been fantastic. Don't forget his Erickson's three is off the mark. Just stay tuned right after the game for a little analysis and interviews. Fantastic interviews with at least one player, maybe more than that. We'll see who we can get. Cost the game, we got 4-player interviews, got to talk to Coach Scott Bears, even got some fan interviews. It was fantastic entertainment. Peretti pulls up again. That time it's off the mark, and an over-the-back foul is called on the Trojans, and will send Piner to the line. So stay tuned for all those great interviews. They're going to be amazing entertainment, amazing informative. Why is Austin Peretti on another planet right now? How has he improved so much? Because he was not the same player, to be honest, early in the season. We saw him. Certainly good, but wasn't the team leader he is now. But really, almost every player on the Trojans has improved. We saw it in their 2 games against Costa. They fell just short against Costa in that Brett Callahan tournament. And then the next game, they were able to pull away. As the Piner coach is making sure to use of all of his timeouts. That will be his, well, they'll have 1 left. Trojans have 2 timeouts left, full timeout. And we head back onto us, 53-41. The Trojans look like they're going to be able to hold on to victory here tonight, and that will send their record to so they're going to be 7-8 overall. So that record is really important, mainly for the NCS playoffs. Once they finish SCL play, there'll be an SCL trophy handed out, and then what's very exciting, the top 4 teams in SCL, and the Trojans feel like they're very likely to be one of those top 4 teams, get to head over to the Santa Rosa Junior College gym and play in a tournament there for the tournament SCL championship. And while the Trojans last year did not win the SCL championship to Annalee, they lost both times to Annalee in regular season, but in that championship game of the tournament, they beat Annalee in an absolute thriller, a classic, and that really helped their standing in NCS seeding. They did fall in that first round last year, but the Trojans played a strong, very high-quality teams, non-conference-wise, and you know that the NCS committee, once all of that SCL play is over, will look very highly on the Trojans, and if they can pull out the SCL double win league play and the tournament title, there's no doubt they're going to have a home playoff game. O'Neill traveled, and it will be Piner ball. Correction, 1 timeout left for both teams, and Piner in the bonus. Trojans have 8 fouls, and Trojans are nowhere near the bonus yet. It's only 5 fouls on the Prospectors. Erickson swings it around. Barragan has played a really nice game, and then this pass is, it wasn't tipped, just a lazy pass, and it's over and back on Piner, and it'll be Trojan balls. 2 minutes, we will wind down here on this Saturday, early January night. So the Trojans have once again defended home court successfully, undefeated still here at home court. They've had some close ones, but they've been able to pull them out. Godshaw lays it off the beautiful pass from Trey Davis, and again extends that lead. Really, the second quarter was the key tonight. The Trojans were on fire from the field, and they completely shut down the Piner offense, only allowing 4 points in that quarter, as Piner will again swing it around. And while the Piner offense has been solid most of the game, that was certainly the key. The Trojans really outscoring them, and they've just been solid, really, just in all 3 other corners of the game, as that was tipped out by the Prospectors. So a lot to be proud and very happy, and a lot of hard work And they're going to get a much-deserved rest because they've played a lot of games. As the Trojan starters are going to take a seat, Peretti and Potts and O'Neill and Davis, Stremlau, and some of the Trojan reserves will enter the game. Robbie Izetta, intriguing sophomore, Justin Wilbert, starting quarterback on the Trojan football team, along with Whitaker Ellis and starter Jack Anderson. He's played a limited role. Joey Potts has been very busy once again. And I saw him, he was getting some care before the game. You just hope that wear and tear doesn't get down on him, being 6'8" and that big, playing all these games, practice nonstop. The schedule's pretty tight now. It cannot be easy for Trojan players, or really for any player for that matter, no matter how well conditioned you are. Anderson finds Gottschall under the post, couldn't finish though. But then Whitaker Ellis picks it up and got the bounce. That's nice to see Ellis get in the ballgame and produce. The Trojans' depth is strong, even when they don't have everybody producing. That three rims out, and it's going to be Trojan ball. Trojans with a 16-point lead. So we're under a minute remaining here. Piner will press, but it's only for pride now for the Prospectors, who will fall 0-3. The Trojans in league play. Trojans will go to 2-1 in league play and will face an undefeated Sonoma Valley team next. That will be next Thursday. Robbie Izetta, sophomore, gets a screen from Anderson. Off to Wolbert, who, good defense there by the Prospectors. Take it the other way. Shot clock is turned off. As we wind down, remember we are going to get interviews next. So please, please, please stick around. You do not want to miss these interviews. That hits off the side of the rim. The Trojans pull it down, and that should just about do it. As Ellis takes it up, the clock runs down. The Trojans will head to 7-8 overall and 2-1 in league play. Ellis will hold the ball, and that is the ball game. 57-41. The Trojans defend home court successfully, undefeated at home. And interviews are next. Please stick around right after this. The players are headed back to the locker room. We are going to get interviews after they come out of the locker room. We're getting Austin Peretti calls from Jack Anderson and more. No, don't stop streaming. We're going to stay streaming. We're going to get live interviews right now. Stay right here. How do we know that this ball?
Trojan Live.
Turn them all up. I don't know which one it is.
Not all the way? Okay. Oh. Testing, testing. Okay, I think I got it because when I'm speaking into the mic, it should. Okay. Is there anything else we need to know when we're doing that, or are we good? What?
Where do that? On the top. Oh.
So, Trojan, camera, thank you so much for staying with us. We are going to grab all these interviews. Check to make sure that they're seeing me. No, they're stunned. It's here, let's make sure I'm there. Matthew went over the sound, so the sound should be working. You should be hearing me. They see me? It's on, okay. Let's move the camera out a little bit. So as I said, we're gonna get some players. They headed off to the locker room. They're gonna come back right back here. What? We can't what? Why not? Oh. Well, we can move it a little up. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine if we can have it here. So they'll be out in a moment, and we will grab them for an interview. There's Austin Peretti right there. I'm gonna grab Austin Peretti right now.
Good night, Trojan.
Make sure to press record on here, too.
Okay, we're here with Austin Peretti. You've had 3 straight huge games. What's been the difference for you on the offensive end?
Just looking for my shot more. Yeah, that's it.
The team is really blossomed offensively last few games. A lot of production. What's been the difference?
I think just picking up the intensity and getting at it on defense.
You've been playing a lot more recently. What does that show? What does that show from your coach about what he thinks about you?
I think he's just putting more trust in me and giving me a bigger role.
What do you feel like the team needs to improve on as you have Annalee coming up in 2 games?
Rebounding.
Thanks, Austin. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I know. I remember you. All right, we're going to grab a few more interviews. Right
Go
now.
Trojans! Yeah! Go Trojans! Number 1! Go Trojans.
All right, we're here with Colin Stremlau. Trojans get the victory. Once again, the team is undefeated at home. What is such a big advantage here playing at home?
Well, we got a good student crowd. It's lit playing here. We got guys like this here being hella loud and stuff. It's really fun to play here, and we just have energy every time we're here.
Your Scott Bears has switched up the lineup last few games. What was the point in doing that, and what changes do you think that's brought about?
Well, we just had a long winter break. We didn't have that many games, so we had a lot of new guys just working hard. I mean, Trey Davis is a great player. He's been working all the time in practice and stuff, and he hasn't been able to play, and now he gets to play now. So yeah.
You really pulled away in the second quarter here against Piner. What do you feel like was the key?
Well, we started rebounding more. Yeah, Hendricks.
Thanks, Colin. All right. If I can grab the coach, we're going to try to grab coach, and then that will do it for interviews.
Hey guys.
I'm just gonna awkwardly stand here with the mic to my face and act like I'm talking to no one, but I'm here and square.
Here with head coach Scott Bears, you recording. After the Trojans get victory over Piner, you switched up the lineup for the last few games. What was your intention in doing that?
Mainly because players have missed practices or shoot around. So we feel that if you don't get here when you're supposed to be here, it's not right to come here and start a basketball game.
Trey Davis has, after transferring, has been eligible. What has he been able to bring to your lineup and help the team?
He brings us a new level of intensity on defense and the ability to get to the rim. He's a very athletic young man, and we look forward to the rest of the season having him.
Austin Peretti's been on fire from the field recently. What has been the difference for him and the improvement?
For Austin, it seems like it was a mental jump for him. He turned the corner. He's able to get to his shots, find some rhythm, and he's just kind of riding with it, and we're going to stay with him.
The team now has back-to-back SCL wins. Are you confident that the team can compete for an SCL championship?
I'm confident we can compete with every single team in this league, but there will not be one game that we walk into feeling overly confident. It's a tough league this year. Anyone can win on any given night, so we got to prepare properly and come out and give it what we got.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, that's head coach Scott Bears, and you want an interview. Final interview of the night. You got that privilege. All right, what's your name?
Ellie, Earborn.
You're a freshman, right?
Yeah.
What's been your experience? What's your experience been like so far at Petaluma High, first semester?
Great.
What's been your favorite part about being at Petaluma High?
The football games.
Do you really enjoy the basketball games and coming out to them, and the team's been improving? How's that
Wait, can you?
How you've been at? You obviously you're at basketball games. The team's been improving. Always gets a victory here. What impact do you think the students have?
The cheering is great. That's all. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Thank you so much. A lot of good fans, as you can see. Is it appropriate?
From a future Trojan, I will be great. I will be great. I love you.
Thank you so much. We got a lot of future Trojans here, clearly, and they're going to be absolutely fantastic here. We have great students now, and they're only going to get better, and I think a lot of them play basketball, so our basketball team's only going to get better, too. Or soccer. Our soccer team's pretty good. For everybody here, for Matthew Columba, Cooper Woods, I'm Griffin Epstein. The Trojans get the 15-point victory over Piner. They go to 2-1 in league play, 7-8 overall. Thank you for the dabbing. And for everybody, stay safe out in the rain. I'm Griffin Epstein. Good night, everybody.